Joining me live now is the New South Wales Greens MP, Leong. And Jenny, you've had an eventful day today. You carried this petition to stop the Everest race being projected onto the Sydney Opera House. The number of people, I think it's gone to more than 300,000. What about this is a bit of a different question to start with. You got this in paper form. Didn't you say to the person, what a big waste of paper, just send them the link next time? Wouldn't that have been easier?
There are so many challenges we have to try and get attention of the New South Wales Premier, and it is clear from this stack of paper that you have seen and the amazing amount of hundreds of thousands of people that have signed it, up to almost 300,000 now, that the community has spoken. We know that we do not want our iconic Opera House lit up with advertising material. It's completely unacceptable. The Premier knows. The Prime Minister sounds like now he's backtracking. And to be honest, really, the people have spoken and they have said this is our house and we do not want to have your projections of racing, advertising up there on our house.
There are so many different things that people want to get attention for and campaign for. Out of all the things, when you've already had sporting teams projected onto there, the Vivid Festival as well, when you're going to have a horse race that still brings a lot of money to the local economy, is that really going to be a sort of first point of order issue?
Look, let's take a step back here. The reality is that we saw the New South Wales Liberals and Nationals intervene at the call of a shock jock who bullied a woman who was in control over the decisions about the Opera House and has been put into that position to be able to make the best decisions in the protection of the people's house. He bullied her, he made really, really offensive comments, which I understand now he's backtracking on, and the Premier caved into that. The New South Wales Labor opposition caved into that. Well, I, for one, and I know so many people, particularly women, are sick of the bullies getting their way. We don't want people with money and power and loud megaphones having their say, and clearly the response from the people is loud and clear, and that is to say hundreds and thousands signing this petition on change.org, and who knows how many thousands I expect that will be out tonight at the Opera House celebrating in style by shining their own light on the Opera House. That is a place that so many consider to be a valuable and iconic piece of infrastructure we shouldn't be putting racing billboards on.
So is the bigger issue here the actual act itself, shining some advertising, as you say, on there, mainly some colours and names, but, you know, you've got the cup up there, that's obviously advertising. Is that the bigger issue, or that you've seen, in your eyes, Alan Jones flex his might there in Sydney?
The bigger issue here is that Sydney-siders have drawn a line in the sand, and they have said that they are actually the ones that should be making the decisions about what's in the best interest of our community. Not powerful shock jocks, not people that don't make large donations to Liberal and Labor. It's the people that should be directing the decisions made, and the people are saying, we don't want this. This is not what our beautiful, iconic Opera House should be used for, and we don't want the idea that it can be sold to the highest bidder. It's not about the free choice that the Prime Minister mentioned on the intro clip. It's not about that at all. It's not a free choice, because the people with money are currently controlling what's happening in New South Wales, and that's just unacceptable to me. It's unacceptable to the Greens, and it's unacceptable to hundreds of thousands of people that have signed this change.org petition.
A lot of people talking about, you know, punting, and we're huge punters in Australia. That is an absolute fact. But, I mean, in Melbourne, you've got the Melbourne Cup. We get a public holiday then, and a lot of promotion for that. Is that a problem as well?
Look, the issue here is not about the idea of whether or not we should be talking about, you know, how the Melbourne Cup's run or how the Everest is run. The issue here is who is running New South Wales. And at the moment, it appears to be the Conservative shock jocks bullying and putting pressure on the people that are actually supposed to be in power making the decisions. People don't like that. We want a democracy that is listening to the people, not tuning into a certain radio station and listening to them to be able to get their direction.
We'll see what happens tonight. Just quickly, do you have any insight as to what the security risk might have been, the reason it was not held live, this barrier draw?
It's very unclear to me. There is a lot of lacking in transparency around all these decisions and who's making the calls on it. But I do encourage everyone that is going to come out tonight and shine a light in the Opera House to make sure they're safe, look out for each other, and make sure that we're doing it in a way that celebrates the wonderful, enthusiastic and creative way that Sydney should be known for.
Jenny Leong, thanks for your time.
Thanks so much.